Hi, welcome to today's session on the occasion of Women's Day. Firstly, I would request you if you can please introduce yourself.
I'm Meeta Punjabi, and currently I'm working as the Senior Food Systems Officer at the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, the regional office based in Bangkok.
Thank you. So, firstly, wish you a happy Women's Day. And now I would like to have your message on this Women's Day.
We should take pride in ourselves, in who we are and what we do, and in everything that we do, and not ourselves in any way or form. And but then we also recognize that historically we have seen that the women have not received their due in many ways. Even working in the agriculture sector, we see that women work the longest hours, they do the most difficult job, their pay is the lowest, and yet despite that there are also challenges at home. And unfortunately this is not limited to any part of the world. So that is something we need to recognize, and we really need to take strong action to try and address that in the best possible way.
I would like to understand about your personal journey. How has been your personal journey and any specific challenges that you have faced and how did you overcome that?
I was an economics graduate, studying grown up in Gujarat, and I had never visited a rural area in my life until I went to college, or even until I started working at IIM Ahmedabad. And that was the first time that I had an exposure to visit a rural area. And that was the time I changed from being an economist to being an agriculture economist. And I went ahead and got a degree in agriculture economics as well. And then I got a PhD from Michigan State. So, yeah, understanding the challenges of the agriculture system, the livestock system was a turning point in my life when I decided to dedicate my career to this area. And an inspiration would also be that when I was working, I saw the dairy women's group in Gujarat, the Amul group. I was very lucky to evidence that firsthand when I was very young. And that also inspired me to get my PhD at Michigan State University, which is also the alma mater of Mr. Kurian. So that was a big inspiration. So far as the obstacles are concerned, I think I kind of knew what I wanted to do, and I was able to achieve that. I have been one of the lucky people to have a lot of support from my family to do what I want to do, but I also recognize that not everybody has that advantage.
So, what would be your message for the young females who are just entering into the industry?
Basically, I think my message would be double pronged. First is that having worked in the field of agriculture, we realize so much that sustainability is an issue not facing any one individual, any one sector. It is an all-encompassing factor which impacts each and every one of us. So to consider our own sustainability in terms of better health and low stress versus the sustainability of the people who are engaged, the livelihoods of the people who are engaged in working in this sector versus the sustainability of the planet. So please consider that, because that is the underlying important aspect that we need to address going ahead. And on the other hand, the other message is more on a personal front, that please follow your dreams, uh, you know, be strong, do what you need to do, and move ahead strongly and shine.
How do you see the role of women 10 years down the line, especially into this particular industry?
Livestock industry and is an industry which will be growing because as the population increases, as incomes increase, protein based food is becoming more and more in demand, so the industry will be growing. But of course we see that it grows in a sustainable manner. The role of women traditionally has been rather more at house and taking care of animals, and not so much in the other aspects. But I think for the new generation, that should not be a limiting factor. And women should engage in every aspect of the livestock sector as they are involved. We have seen women veterinarians, but also more startups also we are seeing from women, startups for organic, which are combining livestock and cropping sectors. So I would not limit to any role. I think every role in the livestock sector is just whatever interests you. I think we can achieve and we can make a mark in that particular role. But of course, we have to see that as we are growing and engaging in this, we make sure that the women who are involved in this sector also get their rightful dues in terms of getting the returns for the effort that they put in. I think we are seeing more and more a balancing of the roles of male and female, and we are seeing more of the guys entering the kitchen as we see more of the women entering the workforce. And I think that is a beautiful thing, and that is the way to go. Maybe we should have done it many, many centuries ago. But going ahead, help we cannot women cannot just grow on their own, or men cannot just grow on their own. So it has to be a balanced growth. Balance is good everywhere. Work life balance is extremely important. So not working 16 hours a day, but taking care of your health, taking care of your family. So I would say balance in everything that we do would be the biggest message.